It's time for another Sweet Dreams story. I'm Ruthie Hart. Thanks so much for listening and liking these stories. We appreciate you liking us on Facebook and other social media like Instagram. And be sure to listen to all of your favorite stories over and over again and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Today's story is the story of the city mouse and the country mouse. Once there was a little country mouse who lived up under the eaves in the attic of a farmhouse. Every day she would go into the fields to collect bits of grain, dried peas, and nuts. In the evening she would return to the farmhouse. From a tiny hole on the hearth, she would watch for the crumbs dropped by the farmer and his wife as they finished their evening meal. Then, after the house was dark and everyone was asleep, the little country mouse would carry the grain, the dried peas, the nuts, and the crumbs to her storeroom up under the eaves in the attic. She had a good supply, and she was very happy and thankful. One day her cousin, the city mouse, came to visit. The country mouse made her welcome. "You must have some of my good things," she said to her city cousin, and she brought out her nicest food. But the city mouse wrinkled up her nose in scorn. "You poor thing," she said. "Is this what you have to eat? You must come to the city with me and see what delicious food I have every day. Come home with me and I will show you." So the little country mouse went to the city. She found that her cousin, the city mouse, lived in a very fine house indeed. Even more wonderful were all the good things to eat she saw on the table. The two little mice watched from behind a cupboard while the rich people who lived in the house ate their dinner. At last, when the people had finished and gone, the city mouse whispered, "Hurry, now is our chance." She led the way up to a chair. From there, it was an easy jump to the table. Never had the little country mouse tasted such savory cheese and such rich cake. She was just taking another nibble from the cake when she heard an angry growl. A huge cat jumped on the table. Its claws looked very sharp. Its eyes were like green fire. Behind the cat came the cook waving a rolling pin. The two little mice ran for their lives. They rushed into their hole just in time, for the cat and the cook were close behind them. "We'll wait until everything is quiet again," said the city mouse. "Then we can go back and have more of that feast." But the little country mouse shook her head. "Oh, no, thank you," she answered. "As soon as everything is quiet again, I shall go home as fast as I can. You may have this fine house and all the fine foods you please. As for me, I prefer the peace and quiet of my simple home up under the eaves of the farmhouse in the country." The end. I hope you enjoyed that story of the city mouse and the country mouse. Now it's time to snuggle into the covers and relax. Just take a nice deep breath and let it out slowly. Now close your eyes, fold your hands, and let's say a prayer. Lord in heaven, hear my prayer. Keep me in your loving care. Be my guide in all I do. Bless all those who love me, too. Amen. I'm Ruthie Hart. Good night and sweet dreams.